So now I want to remove the front chain ring from my bicycle. Now the way to do that, you'll notice there are these bolts here, 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 down here and here. Well, just want to loosen them, take them off. You just turn them counterclockwise, pretty simple. An easier way to maybe working around all this is if you actually took the crank off. Just careful, don't hurt yourself on the chain ring, on the teeth of the chain ring. You could do some damage, cut yourself up. Okay, there it goes, and there you go. We've removed the chain ring from the crank. That's a big chain ring. Now before I go and install these two chain rings, here are the chain ring bolts. Note they're longer than these other chain ring bolt things. You might not quite be able to tell, but these are longer for two chain rings versus a shorter length for one chain ring. But I haven't used these in a while, so we should grease them, grease the threads. I always talk about that. Greasing the threads, lubrication. Very important for the life of your stuff. So big chain ring, little chain ring. Which side is front, which side is back? Well, usually when you usually the chain rings, you know, they look quite obvious. You know, all the logos and the design and stuff are facing outward like this. This is obviously the back. You can also notice that it's curved sort of like this. That's going to be on the inside. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and put on the smaller chain ring. It goes on the inside. Where do you need to line it up? You know, it doesn't really matter. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, it depends, but I don't think for me, for this one, it really matters. Usually I don't think it does. So we'll just go ahead and slide it on here. Notice I haven't even taken off my pedal. I just left all that on. This goes on the inside. Now you notice on the big chain ring, there's this solid cylinder here sticking out of the chain ring. This is to be hidden or put behind your crank arm. So you put it on like this, and then so now you know that, okay, I need to line up the chain ring here, and that gives you an indication of, like, you know, where it's supposed to go. Now, how do you put a chain ring bolt on to your bike and make it so that when you're spinning the wheel, that the chain tension on the chain is equal everywhere? I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Well, you want to put them on sort of loosely to begin with, and then tighten them in a star pattern as you put them on. But another trick is don't tighten them completely until you know you got the chain on and everything, and start cranking the crank arm here, I guess, and start spinning it, get the wheel going and everything, and let all the little inconsistencies work their way out of the system, and then go ahead and screw down these bolts all the way. So now I'm going to tighten them down good. Let's just make sure good enough for the BikeBlogger. So we're going to go ahead and tighten these down now. Again, you'd use the chain ring nut wrench tool thing to hold down the back if it starts spinning on you freely. It's not really doing that to me right now though. So tighten that pretty good. The star pattern, again, is you go from here and you jump across, and you're making a star, you know. That's how you do it. So from here, we jump up to here. It's like a starfish. Zoop, 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 zoop. So we just did this one, I think. Yeah, so we'll jump up to this one now and tighten that down. Go down to this one, let's tighten it down. Go to this one now, tighten it down. Go to this one now, tighten it down. The purpose of doing this is to just, you know, even out the stress on the bike and try to prevent things from moving around too much.